I'm dripping junket.
How are you all doing? Ralph here, Ralphy's Reviews Team No Steep. I'm going to do a review today. We've just got some new pre-made RDA coils in by a good friend of mine, Vape Nick, on Instagram. I'll put a link in to his Instagram. Go and follow him if you're on IG. Real top bloke. Anyway, to complement our already extensive range of pre-made dripper coils, we've took him on board because he does fused Claptons, he does staged fused Claptons, and he does some staples, some framed staples with flat ribbon, and then the old nichrome round, and then Clapton. Absolutely beautiful they are. Go and check them out on the site. All of his coils that we stock are nichrome. They're all nichrome, so the super low resistance for the amount of wire there is in the coil. They've got low resistance for what they are. Look, let me show you these. The ones we're going to be looking at today, they're these staged fused Claptons. Yeah, they're two pieces of 26 gauge nichrome 80 wrapped in 40 gauge nichrome, and then they're staged with 26 gauge. So if that'll focus, you get a right pretty looking coil. They're beautiful. I'm going to fit them up into my twisted messes, and we'll set them and we'll wick them and we'll have a vape. So I'll see you in a minute. Okie dokie folks, so I'll try and get a bit of a better close up. The lighting here is not amazing, to be fair. It's at winter time and everything's a bit gloomy. Beautiful though, you know, you got 5 wraps of the main event on a 2.5, 2.4 maybe, 2.5 centre with 4 wraps of 26 gauge nichrome to stage it. So they'll heat up a little bit differently. You'll see when we get down into it. Yeah, I'm going to fit them in my twisted messes. So I'm wondering if we just zoom in a little bit. I don't normally use the zoom feature because I think it loses quality. Anyway, let's get to it. So I'm going to stick it on 2.5mm bit. Yeah, we're going to feed one leg in the centre, one leg in the outside, just like normal. Yeah, get it about snug, not right hard touching, but just back it off a little bit because we're going to pull it about in a minute after we've tightened up these screws. So we'll just snug it down a little bit. Let me swap hands so you can kind of see what I'm doing. Yeah, get that out and then pop him in. Excuse me. Pop him in, give him a tighten up. Just like that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to move that out of the way of this post hole because we've got to fit the other coil. So we'll just squash him down if you like, and then I'm going to trim off the legs as you do. Little flush cutters, minding your eyes and anything else that might be damaged by flying debris. One in, and we'll repeat this side. So just the same as before, we'll fit that leg through the centre post and that leg through the negative post, and if I can and just give it a bend up and then down again, and that'll let these clear. They'll let them run over the top of that coil. Voila, yeah. So just in, bend it down a bit, and then carry on. I'll put a little kick in it for us. Again, we'll just tighten that up. It comes so almost set, you know. It does a lovely job of wrapping these, and it gets that little pre-bend in there and trims them all up wonderfully. That it's a joy to fit, honestly. We'll just nip that one up. Like that, job done. So I'll take that out of the way and we'll give this one a quick haircut like we did the other one. We'll just trim that off, get down, right down, push hard against the side and trim that off. Job's a good one. Now what I want to do is centre them up a little bit and set the height. So I'm going to feed my screwdriver in, I'm going to wiggle it and just push that over to the centre a bit, look. Yeah? Just like that. Make sure it's pretty straight. One done. Same with this one. In like that. Push it over to the centre a bit. Make sure it's quite straight. Job done. Check that they look about the same height, which they don't. So we're going to pull that one out a little bit and down a little bit. There we go, much better. Now they're not perfectly centred, and to be fair they don't really need to be. As long as they're about there, they'll be good enough, you know. One of the main reasons that you want to centre your coils is so that they line up evenly with your airflow control, obviously, and also it's important when you're wicking. If you've got no wick this end and huge big glob of the stuff that end, you're not going to get even wicking. That's good enough for me, yeah. Let's check the old resistance, shall we? That is sitting 0.6. Now this should be about 0.8, but that is going to vary depending on your dripper, depending on the device that you're using to test it. These are pretty accurate, you know. These Pilot Vape gizmos are pretty accurate. I'm going to go with that's 0.6, maybe 0.8. Anyway, let's have a pulse. Let's see how it fires up. Just give them little taps. Just little taps, yeah. What I'm looking for is, see on this one, the single strand, the staging wire is starting to warm up before the main body of the Clapton. And that's what your staging is going to do for you. So we'll keep tapping that away. And then we'll come in with the old ceramics. And we'll give it a squeeze. Oh, look at that, it's beautiful. Can you see how the staging wires warming up before the body of the Clapton? The single strand wire is warming up first. Let's get it a bit closer. This will focus on it. Look. Boom. Boom. There you go, look at that. What a beautiful, beautiful glow. Nothing wrong with that at all. Let me just blow it cool, bear with. Because as you can see, they get quite warm, you know. Don't want to be burning myself. Now we'll check that the screws are tight, because it's got warm. So, in we go. Now, that needed a bit of a tweak. Not the best Allen key in the world I've chosen to use today, but we're still good. Just check that. Yep. This one. Yep. This one. Yep. Check that resistance again. 0.7. So it's increased a bit. 0.7. I think we list them on the side at 0.8. So I expect them to maybe come in a little bit lower, depending on leg length, how well you set it, the dripper that you're using, etc. And just check that it's firing evenly again. Now we've had a tweak. Look at that. Can you see? Let's see how the stage. Let's put it in shadow. You should see that single wire start to glow. Yeah, look, look, that's lovely, look. And then as it carries on, the whole thing starts to warm up. That's going to give you a lovely progressive ramp when you start to vape on it. I really, really like these. 0.8 now, but it's still a bit warm. If you remember in my last video, 0.7 as it's cooling down. There you go, 0.7, 0.8, good enough. Right, we'll wick him up. Now, what I've been using of late is the old Cotton Bacon V2 by Wicking Vape. Lovely, lovely stuff. I didn't get on that well with the original one. It had a funny taste and took a little bit of bedding in, but this is so much better. I'm not sure what they've done, but I love it, really do. It's good from the get-go. So I'm going to take a piece, I'm going to roll him into a point, as always. I'm going to guess at what's going to be a firm fit through that 2.5 coil. Grab the end, and then I like to just twist him. Just pull and twist, and that'll keep it firm while you get it started. Yeah. Pull him through, back a little bit, and then we'll just trim him off. And just past the sides of the dripper body I like to go. Just a little bit too much looking, if you like. Same again this end. Yeah, bear with. And there. Twist him up a little bit. Pull him through. Back a little bit. Boom. Job's a good one. I'll get up tweezers and we just tuck the ends under. Just like that. And then I like to just clear a space underneath for maximum exposure. Okay? Clear a space underneath for maximum exposure. Like that. Boom. Right, what I'm going to try and do is zoom in a bit more. Bear with. Because I want to show you how this wicks when I put a drop of the old juice on. Yeah, so we just juice him up, just a drop. See that, look, see how he's coating the coil straight in, none of that sitting on top. And look, see how the light's got that. If I give that a little touch, little fire, straight away sucks it in. Wonderful, wonderful, great capillary action. It's just sitting on top. Oof, gone. Look at that, lovely jubbler. I really, really like the way that these perform. So there you go. Just to zoom out. We're all set. We'll put him on a device and have a vape. See you in a minute. Okie dokie, so I put it on the old Fuchai. Got this off my kids for Christmas. God bless you kids. Love it. We'll just drip a little bit more and I'll show you it firing off properly, because the old pilot vape, I'm going to do a review on this. It's great, really is good for setting it, good for testing it, good deck to, you know, it's good firm deck if you like to build on. You can really mess it around and it's cool, really good. But don't fire it off like a proper Mac. Not when you're going 0.8, 0.7, it's just got a single battery in and no means to turn it up and down. You're going to lose a little bit as well because of the nature of that device, so it's not like running it on a Mac. Anyway, let's see how this fires. Whoa, look. What are we at? 100 watts. 0.7. 0.07, sorry. 100 watts. I'll probably run that a little bit warmer. But you can see the way that it snap, crackle and pops and chucks that cloud out. Look. Let's see what happens when you vape the old bad boy, eh? Twisted message, beautiful, beautiful bits of kit. Wide open. Let's have a go. Oh man, oh that's beautiful. That really is delightful, honestly. Let me have another blast. Jesus chucking, certainly does it. Don't dehydrate you either if you have a healthy lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, beautiful. With that stage, with the single wire that's in there, with it, this isn't picking up great, I don't think. Fused Claptons ramp up pretty fast anyway, but with the staged, obviously it's like a parallel onto the Clapton, so you're lowering the resistance of what is quite a lot of wire going on there. So it makes it quite low resistance. But that single strand will warm up first. That's staged heating. So that warms up first, and then the main body, if you like, of the coil kicks in, and you can tell when you vape it, it's got quite a fast ramp up time for this sort of thing on this sort of device. And it sort of gets warm and then it levels out. So it kicks up warm, increases a bit, and then levels out because of how it's built. The flavours, bang on. I mean, I've not done anything in between while I've been making this. So this is literally the first vape that I've had on a brand new coil, fresh cotton, everything. Normally it tastes a bit not great, but let's have another go. It certainly delivers the goods. The flavour's spot on. That's really, really nice. I'm a mech guy. I usually use these regulated devices for sub-tanks and things like that. But this is lovely. £110 that is. Absolutely winner, chicken dinner. That is, without a doubt, the steam train to Flavour Town. Vape Coils, absolutely fantastic and highly recommended. It's crazy, man. Beautiful. It's not too warm, it's lovely, it's thick, it's rich, it's flavourful. It's absolutely spot on. Really, really like these. So there you go. If you want to run a fancy build like that, but don't want to get into making them yourself, you know, pain in the arse. I don't make them and sell them. Bless him. He's a real passionate guy. And you can tell in the quality of the coils that he sends us, you know, he will not let anything go that is not 100%, as we won't, which is why it works really well. So thanks for watching. Give him a go. I'll put a link in, like I said, to his Instagram, to these on the site. Have a wonderful weekend. Yeah. And remember, people, smoking kills, vaping saves lives. Which do you choose? Have a good one. I'll see you all again soon.